Hi, everybody. Hello. How are you? Hope everybody's having a great night. And we wanted to come on real quick and introduce ourselves. A lot of people are asking, who's Pat and Kimber? We know who Kimber is. My followers. Uh, let's see. But I'd like to introduce you to Pat. And we're working on it. Give it a second. Pat! How are you? Okay. I cannot hear you. I bet you have your Bluetooth on. Uh-huh. That's Pat, who is silent right now. He is a fan of the silent movies. Nope. Nope. He's trying, y'all. Give him a... Yeah, sign language. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Still can't hear you. You've got that Bluetooth. You probably have to turn it off, Pat, if you can hear me on your phone. You might have to turn it off on your phone. Doesn't he sound awesome? Pat, we have people watching right now from around the world while you fix your Bluetooth. Oh, it looks like he froze. Look, there he is. Still can't hear you. Mm-mm. If this is any indication of what y'all have to look forward to with us, it is going to be a blast. Hey, we got England on. I tell you what, we're not giving up on you, Pat. I know you can hear me. Oh, look, there's Arizona. We got people from all around. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, Pat says he's going to try something. There he is. You can see his face. Oh, this is great. Right, assign Bluetooth. Oh, he did. He said he's going to try something. Hi, Brenda. Hey, everybody. So, he's frozen again. I don't know what's going on. He's working on it. Y'all give him a second. So while he's working on that, I'm over here in Memphis. He's up in Illinois. He lives in Fulton, Illinois, and he has his own radio show up there. And it's a rockabilly show. It's on WQUD FM on Tuesdays and on Sundays. Ron, I'm not going to tell him to shave because I think it looks good. His issue. Uh, he'll come back. Don't worry, he'll come back. Um, I just wanted to introduce you guys so that we could kind of talk a little bit about what we've got going on from Brazil. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't realize that's where you were. Hey, James. Um, Rich, I love it. I think this is awesome. He'll come back in a minute. As a matter of fact, let me add another invite to him. Um, this is awesome. Wait, hello from Iowa. Hi. Awesome. Okay. He has to go climb the pole. This is awesome. Y'all don't go anywhere. Hang on. I don't know if y'all can still see me or not, but let me re-add him while he's working. This is all new technology that Facebook has gifted us with, and it makes it really fun. And what makes it even more fun is when we have to learn it while we're in front of everybody. So, yeah. Okay, I've re-invited him, and he has Bluetooth on because he's out in his shop, and I know based on my own experience using my Bluetooth in my car, if I'm trying to make a phone call or record anything, I have to turn it completely off. Hi, Jerry. Hi, everybody. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all are all one in a million. I love you guys so much, and I'm so excited. We're gonna get this going, but in the meantime, I'm gonna talk to y'all. We're so excited because we're going to be covering the fifth annual Ameripolitan Music Awards show right here in Memphis, Tennessee. It's going to be so much fun. And I have asked Pat Jones of Three on the Tree to come down and be my special co host. and we're calling it the Pat and Kimber Show, as you've seen the pictures. And we're going to be going all around Memphis. He's bringing his '60s Chevy. Her name is Claudette. I got a virtual tour of her. She's beautiful. I really like her. I hope she likes me. I told Pat I hope she likes me. And he's going to bring that down, and we're going to arrive in style to all of the events. And we're going to cover everything. We're going to do live coverage. We're going to do live video. Don't worry, we'll be together side by side, so it won't be so bad then. But bless his heart. We tried to do this earlier when I was at Graceland, and his phone died. And it's cold up there. It's a lot colder up there than it is here in Memphis, although it is cold here. I will tell you that. But I am loving it. Oh, my cousin's on. Hi, everybody. So I had a text message today from Dale Watson. He was flying home from Scotland. I believe he went there to do one show. Now, if y'all recall, last summer I was there for 7 weeks and did 18 shows while I was there. But to fly somebody out to do one show and then fly them back home, that means they really love you. And, you know, of course, if you're a fan of Dale Watson, then you know that he is absolutely worth flying anywhere in the world to hear him play. And I'm so excited he's going to be here. I think he told me from the 5th or the 6th all the way through the awards show night. And I went out today and I was at the Lewis Ranch with Lee. That is Jerry Lee Lewis's son. We had a meeting today, and he's friends with Dale, and he's hoping to be able to be at the award show as well. His dad was given the highest award last year, Jerry Lee Lewis, at the Ameripolitan Music Awards, and they're huge fans of that production and that award show, and so they love it a lot. But I'm just so excited if I can get Pat to come back on. I want y'all to meet him because I have a lot of my friends, a lot of my followers and fans who have asked to know more about Pat, and I want to introduce y'all to him. We've yet to meet face to face, and we have a lot. If this is any indication, we're going to have a blast. I called in. I don't know if any of y'all listened to his show or not. I think I have some of his listeners and friends on, maybe some of his family. Hi, James. Thank you so much. And I called in a couple weeks ago on his show on a Tuesday night, and I ended up being on the entire show, and we were laughing. I was punch drunk, tired by the time it was all said and done because it was 2 a.m. and I was stuck up on a mountain, and I couldn't get out from there because there was snow. I was up in Arkansas, and so I had a lot of fun, and it was nice to talk to somebody. I think that's why I was so excited, because it was just nice to have somebody to talk to, because all I had was a dog. There's Pat. Here he is. Ricky, I think so too. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Let's try this and see if we can hear the awesome Pat Jones. Give it 1 second. It's adding it. I hear noise.
Hey, are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm there. Can you see me? Yes. Can you see and hear me?
Yeah, I can. I had to put headphones on with a little microphone thing, but I got it to work. It's like, I have the dumbest smartphone in the world.
Well, don't worry. Was it the Bluetooth?
No,
Was it your Bluetooth?
I had to put headphones in with the little microphone thing.
That is crazy. Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Pat, you've got a lot of your friends watching right now, and they've all been singing your accolades.
Oh, good.
Although one person said that you had to go climb one person said you had to go climb a pole because it was Green Acres.
All right. Well, I came from the shop to my house so I could be here live, so I'm back. We're good.
Well, thank you. Can you see the comments at all?
Yes, I can. Hey, yeah, there's a bunch of people there.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people talking to you. So I was just telling everybody that I had talked with Dale earlier today through text message because he was in Scotland for one show and flying back home. That, they love you if they're going to fly you in for one show and then bring you back.
Definitely.
Overnight. Yeah. But Dale has given us the full approval for me and you to show up to every event for this award show.
We're showing up at his bus then.
we're going to show up. And I told everybody, if this is any indication of what's to come, it's going to be a riot.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. So tell everybody, Pat, introduce yourself. Tell everybody a little bit about you, because I have a lot of my followers from around the world watching right now, and they would like to know what you do.
All right. Well,
and who you are.
I am Pat Jones from Three on the Tree. I play in a rockabilly band. We haven't played Scotland yet. Someday, hopefully, but we definitely toured Europe, and now I'm a radio DJ at WQD FM Vintage Radio. And Kimber and I are going to team up to cover the Ameripolitan Awards, and I'm so freaking excited. It's going to be cool.
I am too. I was bragging about your car. I said I got a virtual tour of Claudette earlier, and I fell in love with her, and I hope she loves me just as much, because cars can be temperamental. I do know this.
You're breaking up a little bit.
I think I'm on a delay.
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'm on a delay.
Yeah, something's going on.
I think there's a little bit of a delay. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I still have my Christmas
Pat's gonna
tree
come
up.
here and
It's still up. What can I say?
I love it. I love it. I've been guilty of that in the past. So that's awesome.
I don't have to set it up for next year if it's already up, you know.
That's true. Yeah. Were there any special decorations on there? Like any rockabilly decorations or anything?
I bought a pre-lit tree, okay, because that's how I am. But yeah, there's one. Let's see if we can get him on here. Yep, Elvis Presley.
Oh, I love it.
That's it. That's
all right. All right. Well, I owe you something too, since you showed your Christmas thing that is still out. I still have my Christmas Elvis. Anyway.
That's Chops McClintock right there. That's Chops McClintock.
It is, isn't it? It looks like him. You're right. Oh my gosh. Well, we have a ton of people that have been on, and they're watching from everywhere. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be calling it the Pat and Kimber Show. And we're going to be showing up all around Memphis, and maybe not just the award stuff, but maybe a couple other things as well. Who knows?
Definitely. I'm trying to get you up here for Torque Fest, but you know,
yeah,
you might be touring Mexico at the time.
Yeah, I think it falls around the same time as I'll be down there touring. I'm not sure, but if I'm not, I'm there.
Cool.
Did that make sense, what I just said?
Yes. If you're not somewhere else, you will be there.
Yes. But so you've been to Memphis once or twice before?
Twice. The first time I rode my chopper down, yeah, okay. And the second time I convinced the person I was with at the time that it was on the way to Florida, so we could watch Hillbilly Casino play.
Right.
So that's why I came down there.
And so now, yeah, so you get to come back. And speaking of Hillbilly Casino, I actually talked with Ronnie today, because, you know, he's my guitar teacher, and I needed to follow up with him about starting lessons back. And I was like, Pat Jones is going to be here with me while y'all are here, so we're totally crashing your party. And he's like, bring it.
That's cool. Ronnie's awesome. I think there's not an instrument that he does not play or that he can't teach. He's awesome.
No, you're right.
For sure.
Yeah. He's a really, I love him. I just adore him, and he's a great teacher. I think, what's worse than ADHD? I don't know what it is, but I think I have it, especially when I have to try to learn guitar chords. But he's so patient with me, and he's just real calm and even keeled, and he's just wonderful.
He's patient because he's teaching you by the hour.
Exactly. He's like, I'm getting paid, so who cares?
But no. Hey, Simone.
But what are you most excited?
What's that?
Go ahead.
I was just saying hi.
Hi to people.
Yep.
Hey, Carlton. Carlton's down in Austin. He's an actor, and he's all over the place. There's a lot of people coming on. So what are you most excited about as far as the awards or Memphis in general? Anything?
Well, going to Memphis with somebody from Memphis, that's going to be cool. Getting invited down by you, of course. And I'm just excited. I've never went to the Ameripolitan Awards, and the only time I've been to Memphis, there was nothing going on except for Memphis is always awesome. You know, it's just, you know.
How long has it been? How long has it been since you were here? Last
spring. Oh, wait, no. It's been almost 2 years. 2
Okay,
years.
so you weren't here when the new complex was open.
Nope, it wasn't there yet. Nope. Or open, anyway.
What about the guest?
Nope.
The guest house wasn't either, was it?
No, it
Okay.
was not.
So the award show is actually at the guest house, and there is a replica staircase. You know, when you walk in Graceland, you've got the staircase.
Yep.
There's a replica staircase inside the guest house, and it has a real authentic chandelier that Elvis actually had ordered and made for Graceland before he died. And it was too big to go in the front foyer, so they put it in storage. And when they did the guest house, Priscilla said, let's put it in there.
Wow.
So it hangs over the staircase, and you can take pictures.
So
we totally got to do.
I want
Go ahead.
I want a unique tour of Graceland. I do. I got the I got the bubblegum tour. I want a good tour while I'm down there.
Yeah.
That's one of my goals. So if you have any connections, that'd be great.
Let's see what we can work on that. Let's definitely see what we can work on that. Bye, Michael. Michael says bye. He's got to go.
That's Michael Bissett. He's one of my old coworkers from Nestle, Karina.
Okay.
Yep. Good
dude. Awesome. Well, you're going to love the guest house. You're going to love Graceland, seeing it from an insider, from a Memphis perspective, I think is a lot of fun. And I think it gives a more appreciation than just what you call a bubblegum tour.
Right, exactly. Well, I was in awe the whole time. Hey, Luke, what's going on, buddy? Bonnie and Steve. But I was in awe the whole time. But I screwed up. I didn't, there's like a $75, I think, is the high end tour or something like that. Maybe it's $80 now. It's not that much money to go traipse through Elvis's house, but I didn't go through the cars. I didn't go through the jet. I just went through the house and through the guest house, not the new guest house, but his guest house.
Right.
And then, paid my homage to the grave, and because he's not in there, he's still alive. We all know that. But anyway, I went to where he's supposed to be, and then I took off, and then I snuck back at night because Graceland at night is so cool to see it lit up, and
Yeah. Usually when I go at night, and I'll stand at the wall and I'll do a live video, but it's just, there's a different feel about it at night. And it's almost like Elvis is there, and you just have that spirit of Elvis about you. And I like to ride around Memphis sometimes late at night. I'll go over to Sun Studio because I live right down the street from Sun, and I'll go over there and sit down on one of the benches outside and just kind of imagine what it might have been like when Elvis walked in, or Carl Perkins, or Howlin' Wolfman, or Johnny Cash, Elvis. I mean, any of them, just all of them walking in. Can you imagine being there during that time and seeing them walk in as a nobody at the time?
That would be crazy. That would be just, Roy Orbison. Nobody knew who Roy Orbison was until Sun discovered him, So that was cool. And when you go to Sun, I mean, that's another thing. You go to Sun Studio, it's exactly how it was. Nothing's changed. It's the walls, everything are exactly how it was, unrestored. That's too cool.
Did you ever go to his house on Lauderdale?
Or to which house?
Froze up on me.
I'm sorry
I
about
asked him
that.
a question. You froze up. I'm sorry.
I was just standing real still. I do that from time to time. I just stand. I pretend I'm buffering. That's what I do. So that's my thing.
Oh my God.
That's my thing.
I think when you're here, we're going to have a huge adventure.
Yes. We're going to have a better internet connection too.
Definitely. Have you ever been to his house on Lauderdale?
No.
Or Audubon Court. Lauderdale is the apartment. When you're here, I'll take you on a personal tour, and we'll go in Claudette if you'd like, because I think it'd be cool to get pictures in front of all of that in that car.
Definitely. I think the last time I took it anywhere to Tennessee was to Nashville to watch Hillbilly Casino play. So it's only right that it goes to Memphis now, for sure.
Yes. So we'll be all out and about, and so there's a lot of people here that are big fans of Hillbilly Casino and Dale Watson and a lot of the other folks that are going to be playing. And I would love for them to come up and meet you and say hello and get to know you better. And of course, tell them a little bit about your band, Pat, because I love the name. And you told me earlier how you got the name of the band, which I thought was really cool. But tell everybody a little bit about your band.
Okay, the name of the band, first of all, everybody screws up because it sounds like a Gus Macker basketball tournament, like a 3-on-3 tournament. I've been to many places to play, and the names they come up with is Three on the Tree. That's the name of the band, Three on the Tree. And all it means, it's a 3-speed manual transmission on the column. You shift it on the column like an automatic, but it's actually a clutch that's on the column. They still make them in some aspects, like in Europe, because everything's a manual in Europe, but they stopped making them, I think, in the 70s here. They were in a lot of vans, a lot of trucks, and a lot of cars from the 50s and 60s, for sure. So that's where the name came. We have 3 guys in the band. We play rockabilly, more like psychobilly, but we're not afraid to play country or outlaw country. And we've been known to do a few rap songs. We're nuts. So, that's what we do.
Well, I'm hoping since I put the bug in Ronnie's ear that they'll get you up on stage when we go see them play it for Hillbilly Casino, and you can play along with them and maybe do a song or two.
Hey, that would be awesome because I love those guys. But Hillbilly Casino, they're like a cat. They're like cats. Cats will want to hang out with you when they want to hang out with you. They'll be your best friend.
Yes,
but if they don't want you around, they're going away. But no, I love those guys.
Nick came up to me.
Nick's awesome.
Go ahead.
He's the best dancer in rockabilly. Nick is the best dancer in rockabilly, for sure.
Look, when I first moved to Memphis 20 years ago, I became really good friends with the Dempseys. And I never thought I would meet any other band that could match the Dempseys' energy. But Hillbilly Casino, I think, has got them beat. Nick, when he's on stage, you never know if he's going to be up hanging off of something, off the ceiling, rolling around on the floor, what he's going to be doing. But he came up to me during a break one time. He's like, Kimber. He didn't know I was there. He goes, you want to get up and sing with us? I was like, nope.
That is.
Their energy is so high.
I watched him play at the House of Blues in Chicago with Dale Watson and Tiger Army. Yeah. And Nick moonwalked all the way across the stage during one of his. He moonwalked like better than Michael Jackson the whole entire stage. And I told him after, I go, Nick, you moonwalked. He goes, oh, you saw that? I'm like, yeah, I saw that. So did 30,000 other people. That was awesome. But yeah. And he also, I see him do the river dance. He's done the river dance on stage, like legitimate river dance. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen the picture of them that was taken from Colorado a couple months ago at one of their shows where Nick is like 10 feet in the air?
Yeah.
They're already up above the track.
I'm very jealous of that picture because I don't think maybe if you drop me out of the plane, I might get that high, but I cannot jump that high. There's no way. I'm gravity challenged.
Yeah.
For sure.
With my bad knee, there's no going there. Yeah. Who are you most excited about seeing at the award show? Is there anybody that stands out aside from Dale and Hillbilly Casino? I'm looking at my list.
Well, I've heard rumors of people that are going to be there. I believe that the Rev is going to be there. I heard that Jimbo and Jim might be at the award show. So those guys, just because I follow them so much and have got to become friends with Jimbo Wallace and Matthew Blues, Matthew Jordan that plays the piano for the Rev. And I need the trifecta though. I need to talk to Jim Heath. I need to get on it. I talked to him for an hour one time at a bar. Just him and I BSing, and it was like such a cool thing because he's so down to earth and just the way he talks to people, and he's like him. He's him. He doesn't put a show on when he's having a conversation, and so that was cool. And he gave me a lot of good advice, and that's I hope he's there just to be able to talk to him again like that. That was neat.
He's supposed to be there, and Unknown Henson is supposed to be there as well.
I love the Unknown Henson. He played a private party for my bike club, and he put on such a great show down in Kentucky, actually, by Georgetown, Kentucky. And he came in. The Unknown Henson was there, and he played just like he plays when he plays for 5,000 people. He played for the 50 people the same way. It was really cool guy. So, and his voice is nuts. He's the voice for
Have
Early
you?
of Squidbillies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the cartoon, the Squidbillies on the Cartoon Network or Comedy Central after night. He's the
Yeah,
voice for Early. Yeah, he's the main
I
character.
had no idea. Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah.
I have to say hi to Sarah. Hi, Sarah. And my mom. Hi, mom. Oh, you're being asked to do a bike trip to Graceland with
Heck,
Paul Michael.
yes, Paul, we'll go, but make sure you lock your bike really good this time, all right, buddy? The last time he went anywhere on his bike, it decided to go away without him. So he got it back. He got it back, but oh man, so
Yeah,
we'll need to put somebody
well,
on guard. He's
it
got a
is Memphis.
he's got a really nice custom dresser, I guess you want to call it a dresser, or rogue. I don't know. Things been so modified, it's hard to tell, but it's got bags
Yeah,
on it. It has bags on it. I know that. So
nice, nice,
we'll get him down there anyway.
very nice. Well, I had asked you originally if you and I could ride to Vegas on yours, and you were like, "Man, that's a long ride. Are you sure you want to do that?" I was like, "Absolutely." But then I found out I had to leave from Vegas to go straight to Mexico, so that made that not going to happen yet.
I
But
kind of
we're going to make it happen one day.
I kind of made it. It was like a sigh of relief a little bit, just because I'm like, man, I drive out there, but then riding back, that's gonna be a long ride back by myself. That's gonna be a long ride back. So,
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't do that to you. I want to do the whole trip, round trip, wherever we go. We're going to make that happen.
there you go.
Oh yeah, well, you know what, Denise is saying that Bill Street has bike night on Wednesdays when it's warmer, and they just ended that before the holidays. But if you've never been here on bike night down on Bill Street, it is phenomenal. The entire street is lined all the way up and down with motorcycles. It is crazy.
Well, let's just say I might have been there on a Tuesday, and then they told me that they had bike night on Wednesday, so they don't let any cars on Beale Street. So this is an
Yeah,
opportunity to ride a motorcycle on Beale. So I did it. I stayed one more night,
yeah.
and I had an old shovelhead, that hardtail that I was riding. It's kick only. That's the only way you can start the bike, is by kicking it. So,
Ah,
so I sat in
yeah.
one of the establishments all night, and I was feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good when I went to leave, and I started kicking that bike, and it wouldn't start. And suddenly I have a crowd of people around me watching me try to start this bike. And finally it fires up, and it was like I just won the Super Bowl. Everybody went crazy. They're all cheering and hooting and hollering. And these two very attractive ladies walked up and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Going back to my hotel." They said, "Well, we're going to go do shots." So I shut the bike off to go in with them. And everybody just went, "Oh, like, what the hell are you doing?" Because it took so long. But I knew once I got it warmed up, it would start again right away anyway. So
So the trick then, what I just learned by what you just said is, if I want you to do something, all I gotta do is say we're gonna go do shots.
everybody that's ever watched my band knows that. Everybody that the tequila and myself, I should be sponsored by tequila. And I'm not Patron. I just like Jose Cuervo. I'm good to go. Good to go with that.
So everybody that's watching, y'all are my witness that he said it. I didn't. He just admitted what it is that I can do to get him to do whatever I want. But I have a feeling that it won't take much arm twisting. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of adventure.
Yeah, and we're going to cover that show too. The Ameripolitan Awards. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah. I want to take you. Do you trust me?
Yeah, I sure do. Yeah.
I've got some great things I want to take you around and see. Have you ever been into a cemetery and gone into a cave underground with all of crystals everywhere?
In a cemetery, in a cave underground with crystals everywhere. No, that's something I've never done. I've never
Then I will be the first one to take you to do that.
to a cave with crystals underground. Going to the cemetery underground is just kind of weird. That's just, you're getting really close to what's, there. That's kind of spooky.
I'm going to tell you something. I took Ronnie Crutcher. He absolutely loved it. So Ronnie lived to tell the tale, and he still is my best friend in the world, as
Yeah,
far as I'm concerned.
but have you seen
So, hey,
have you seen Ronnie Crutcher's gray hair? It was completely black before you took him in that cave, and he came out like that, like a vampire with gray hair. I'm a little scared about that.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna take it. I've got it. Oh, and Ronnie actually took me to a place where Elvis used to eat all the time. It's a little Italian restaurant. There's our place. That's it right there where we'll go. Elvis sat in there. We sat in the same room where Elvis used to eat, and it's a little Italian place. Hole in the wall. You'd never know it if you didn't know it.
That's
And we
perfect.
have to go there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I did have at
Yeah.
Graceland, I had a peanut butter and banana sandwich at the restaurant because I thought actually I started craving it. I did. I started craving it, and it was all right. It was okay. I'm not gonna say
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a fan.
Chicago
I'm
has
just gonna say it.
Chicago has what they call the precinct. It's a restaurant bar. They have what they call the Dead Elvis, and it's a burger. It's like a half pound of meat with the peanut butter banana thing going on, and you once you start eating it, you can't set it down because it's like going down your wrists. It is so good. It is so good, but it's called the Dead Elvis. That's the one that if you're ever up here in this area, which we're gonna get you up here to do a show,
Yeah.
we'll take you into
Yeah.
the precinct so you can try the Dead Elvis. That's good.
Yeah. That's good. Everybody's asking about the cemetery I'm talking about, and some of them are from here in Memphis. It's down on Poplar at 240. It's that big cemetery, and I can't remember the name of it, y'all. But if you're here in Memphis, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can go in there, and there is an entire center section. A lot of people go in there and take their wedding pictures. There's no graves around that area, but there's a crystal grotto, and it goes underground, and it's got the entire Bible story in there. It's really cool. Sarah said, where is it that they have the Dead Elvis sandwich? What's the name of the restaurant again?
The precinct. The precinct.
The precinct. Okay, your signal cut out when you said the name of the restaurant a while ago. So, okay. Well, if you trust me.
It's either precinct or the lockup. It has something to do with jail and police. So it's one of the two. Google that shit. Google it.
Well, if you trust me, Pat, I'm going to take you around and show you some really cool places here in Memphis and even into Mississippi and Arkansas.
Well, now that you put it out there, I think if we go to that cave during the Ameripolitan Awards, there's going to be like 300 other people there that were watching this. So that's cool. That's what we do around here, too. We get our wedding pictures taken in the cemetery because we figured it's the end. You're getting married. Shit's done. Might as well get our pictures done in the cemetery. You know.
Yeah. No, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot. Denise, I think it's the Memorial Gardens. It's that real big cemetery. I don't remember the name of it. I think that sounds right, though. Right there at 240. And you can't miss it. I mean, it's right before you go to where Target and all that is. Okay, so outside of that, you've got a show coming up tomorrow, right? Am I remembering correctly?
I have two shows, actually. I'm doing an acoustic show. I do an acoustic thing, kind of a sideline to my sideline to my sideline. And my acoustic, I'm playing at a retirement home tomorrow during the day. It's one of my favorite things to do. And then at Prairie Hills in Clinton, Iowa, and it's open to the public. And I get to go sit down and eat and trade stories with these people who've seen everything. They've done everything. There's nothing I can tell them. I can't pull something over on them because they've done it. You know, so they're great.
Right.
There's actually a gentleman there that was in Pearl Harbor on one of the ships that got bombed. World War II vet that was in Pearl Harbor, and I talked to him. He's 101, and his wife is 102. I think he was just turning 102, and I'm trying to say, sharp as a knife, something as a whip. I don't know the sayings, but anyway. He was very smart, everything there. But then tomorrow night, I booked an acoustic show at a place called Hides Inn in Comanche, and that's just going to be a all-out, free-for-all, fun show.
Yeah.
And because I do everything in my acoustic shows. I do not just rockabilly. You know, I do whatever. I'll sing Prince. I don't care. You know, whatever gets the people in the door. And then
give us a little sample of Prince.
You have to come to the show. I can't get that high. I got to put tighter pants on to get that high with my voice.
All right. I tried.
I am at my house. I mean, I can find some. But the other thing is I'm playing at Drink Slingers in Clinton, Iowa, the 3 in the Tree on Saturday night. So.
Okay, so you have 2 shows tomorrow and 1 on Saturday.
Correct. Yep.
And then your radio show on Sunday.
On Sunday, that starts at 11, goes to 2. That's always
So
a
tell
blast.
people how they can listen.
What's that?
Tell people how they can listen to your show.
You can stream it at wqudfm.com. And that's the best I can tell you. If you have an Android phone, if you download the TuneIn radio, that's the best way to listen to it. And if you have an iPhone like mine, you just try and it doesn't work. Then you turn your phone sideways and it works. So that's what you have to do. Just turn your phone sideways where it says listen here or listen now, and it works.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
I was finally able to download the app, and so I listen to it off of the app. Unless I'm at home, then I'll just pull it up on my computer.
Cool. Well, and we're playing. Yeah. I play the people that are going to be at the Ameripolitan Awards in Memphis. So a lot of the artists are on that show for sure. So
yeah, I did that this week, and then people can listen to my show two more times tomorrow. Yours is only on Tuesdays and Sundays.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, Kimber's is on all week, okay? I know that's what she's driving at. Her show is cool enough.
That's not what I was going for.
To go all week long. And mine's, 2 days. They feel sorry for me. They throw me a bone every once in a while. That's cool. I'm good with that.
I was going to say when mine is, and now I don't feel like I should.
No, go ahead. Tell them all about it. Every day, twice a day, everybody. Every day, twice a day.
No, it's not on twice a day every day. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. It's only on twice a day on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Okay. Sounds like a successful marriage. Twice a day, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Perfect.
Oh, Gary is on, and you follow his show on Sunday.
Yeah, I do. Gary's awesome. If you get a chance to get up before I do in the morning on Sundays, it's hard for me to get up. But I tune Gary in because not only does he play the big band era stuff from the late 1800s all the way to the 50s, he also he reads memos from like actual war accounts, like diaries and memoirs from people that were in the wars, like World War II, World War I, Korea, Vietnam. He interviews these people too on the radio. It's really cool. His show is really cool. So if you get up and you want to tune in a little bit early and check Gary out for sure. He's really, and he served himself.
Oh, well, thank you for your service, Gary. And I would love to tune in and listen. Who's the guy you follow on Tuesdays?
That's Uncle Tim.
Yeah, I've heard his show because I usually have it on before you come on Tuesdays because I'm usually sitting here working on paperwork. And he's hilarious.
Uncle Tim has more knowledge about stuff that I've never even heard about than anybody on the planet. When I go into that studio, he's not like on the World Wide Web. This is all like newspaper articles, stuff he's got out of inside Encyclopedia Britannica. It looks like a war zone inside of the studio because he's old. He writes all this stuff. He knows it too. He's a big space nut. He loves space. So he will tell you when the space station is flying over, and you can walk outside and actually see the thing fly over. I never knew you could do that, and because I don't look up, I guess. But now I do. Now I know.
I love it. When I lived in Arkansas, about 5 years ago, I had a whole family of friends of mine go outside with me, and we watched the space station go across the sky. And you think about how neat that is because there's people in it, and it's just going. It's neat. I think that stuff is really cool.
It is, and it's so fast. It goes by so fast. It passes over.
It does really go by fast.
Every 2 hours or something like that.
Did you see the moon yesterday?
Yes.
The blood moon?
Yes. Well, not in the morning. I didn't. I went and looked at it last night.
Okay. Yeah, last night it looked really cool. I did see it, but I wanted to see it in the morning when it was red and because it was an eclipse, wasn't it, as well? It was a full moon, super moon and an eclipse. So they called it you know why they call it a blue moon?
No. Yeah.
Because it was
it's twice. It's a full moon twice a month, which is once in a blue moon. So that's There
you go.
Yeah.
You think I was going to trick you?
No, I listened to Uncle Tim's show last night, and he said it on. That's the only reason I know that. That's the only reason Tuesday night. That's the only reason I know that is Uncle Tim said it on his radio show. That is not a lie. I'm like, huh, I just learned something again. It's only been a year.
So, okay. So you're coming in on Sunday,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
I got a
And
show
then you'll leave.
I have a show in Dwight, Illinois on Saturday night, and I'm going to head out right after the show. So I'll be there hopefully Sunday morning. If I might take a little break on the way down just to get a little cat nap, and then I'll be there Sunday for sure sometime.
Awesome. We have people from Korea watching right now.
Oh, cool. I got to brush up on that Korean. I'm talking about
it's Chong Ho. Hi, Chong Ho. The food?
The food, yeah, because for me to learn, I have a hard time with English, and I realize how poorly I speak it when you go to a different country. Like we don't even speak our own language correctly, so I'm not going to even attempt Korean. They will put me in my place.
Let me tell you something. I was really worried last year because my tour, I went to Vegas, then I went to Mexico, and then I came back for a minute, just a really hot minute. Then I went to Scotland for 7 weeks. Out of all of that, I was terrified that while I was in Mexico, I would not be able to understand anybody or them understand me. But when I got to Mexico, first of all, everybody understood me. Everybody treated me like a queen. It was great.
Right.
But when I got to Scotland, I was there 7 weeks, and it took me a good half of that time to understand what they were saying. Every time I would talk, the whole room would get quiet. And I was like, what's happening? They're like, keep talking. We love it. But I couldn't understand a word they said forever. And I fell in love with them. Hi from Vegas.
That's Gary, good friend of mine.
Hi, Gary. But I was so blown away at the accents and the way they talked, and I loved it. I fell in love with it, but I couldn't understand them for the first half of the time I was there for a good 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
Well, speaking of Gary, that's my friend I said I had out in Vegas. So, hey, Gary, we're staying in your garage. We're going to be in your garage during Viva Las Vegas. Just to let you know.
We're coming to you, Gary.
We're coming to see you, Gary. No, I worked with his brother for just about 10 years over at Nestle Purina, Dan Conduff, and we played a trick on Dan. I didn't tell him I was going to Vegas, and I definitely didn't tell him I was going to go see Gary. So we just sent pictures back to rub it in. That's how we roll.
I don't think you'll be able to get away with it this time because, first of all, when everybody sees this video, word gets out pretty quick.
Yes.
And then Gary's on right now. Yeah.
Exactly.
You might tell him. Yeah. Well, I'm really excited. I think that we're going to have a blast. And, of course, speaking of Vegas, we are going out there, you and I. We're going to fly out there for the Viva Las Vegas Rockabilly Festival. You and I were there last year, but we didn't know each other.
Didn't know each other. Didn't have a clue.
I was out there all by myself. I had never been to the festival before, and I was blown away. There was a man, I don't know if you saw him, Pat, but he had a pompadour like that high.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I just followed him around. I was so intrigued. I was like, he's gonna think I'm stalking him, and I kind of was. I was trying to get a good picture of it, and I never could. But I stood in line to get tickets to the burlesque show, and I was so disappointed I didn't get in. I really wanted to see that. I was like, that should be a lot of fun.
It is.
Did you get in?
Yeah. Yeah, I was there before it opened. Yeah, I'm always at the first guy at the window. But the best time I had was at the Guitar Geek show for Deke Dickerson. That was like, and don't only take it away from the Reverend Horton Heat outside. That was amazing. But I actually sat near the Rev at the guitar show. So that was kind of neat too, just being able to sit amongst the awesome people, But I thought that was good.
I bet that was really cool. I saw Wanda Jackson. I watched her perform. I really bet you and I crossed within feet of each other in that car show because I was there all day.
Definitely.
I bet we did. Isn't it funny? I just think it's hilarious. But I'm looking forward to that. Of course, my biggest thing I'm looking forward to this year is Brian Setzer.
The Stray Cats. That's going to be – I've seen them all individually, but not all together. So this is like finally it's coming through.
I've never seen them. Yeah, I've never seen them, so I'm really excited. And I think between you and I, we're going to do our dangest to get an interview. Think we
Yes.
can pull it off?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we need to talk to Ronnie because Ronnie
Yeah.
and Brian are good friends. I don't want to use Ronnie, but I'll use Ronnie. I will because they're good buddies. Of course, we know Ronnie Crutcher played bass for Brian Setzer with him and the Nash Villains, and
Yeah.
he's on all the recordings, and he's on Really Rockabilly. Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ronnie's on that.
Yeah.
He actually calls him out on that song too.
Oh, he's practicing his buffering again.
There, my earpiece fell out.
There you are.
Yeah.
I said you're practicing your buffering again.
Oh, I can hear you.
I hear. Oh, okay, I figured you could. I don't know if it's. I probably shouldn't say what I know, but I know something cool's in the works.
Okay. Well, you can tell me later.
Okay.
All right. And then we'll share it with everybody.
Yeah. So last year, see, I had the perfect setup. I stayed at the Hooters Casino and Hotel.
Can you please say
and
that?
I was all alone.
Can you please say that again? Because we all want to. Yeah, we want to hear you say Hooters again.
Hooters. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hooters. Hooters. Hooters.
Y'all see what you have to look forward to when we're in person.
It's like a car horn. Hooters. You get the WH going.
My own family, and my Aunt Connie's watching right now, she makes fun of me because of how I talk. And she's from here. I'm from Arkansas. But they make fun of me and say I'm Southern, if that tells you anything.
That tells me a lot. The first part being from Arkansas. And then, one of our presidents was from Arkansas. That's pretty cool.
Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't talk like you at all.
Well, I think he probably had a coach.
That's true. That's true.
And part of my appeal on my radio show is my accent because I have all these countries tuning in, and they love the accent, and they love that when they've been asked, they love that I giggle.
Right.
And they love my accent. So
what you need to do is teach English to your friends from other countries. That like if you go to Japan. So when they start speaking English, they have your accent with their dialect. That'd be so awesome.
There was a guy in Scotland. He was the lead singer of the Dangleberries. It's a real band. Y'all look them up. They're hilarious. But he tried to speak.
Look up the Dangleberries. That's a hell of a view right there.
They play AC/DC type stuff with bagpipes.
Okay.
There's 3 bagpipers in the band. They're like one of the leading bands of the UK. They're huge. I didn't believe that they were real when he introduced himself to me, but they are. But he was trying to talk like I do with his Scottish accent, and I was on the floor rolling. I just tears crying from listening to him try to speak with an accent like mine.
That's cool.
It was great.
That's cool.
I don't have an accent. It's all you guys that have accents.
Yeah. You put the wrong emphasis and the wrong syllable.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody has gotten a good look at how we are going to be when we're together.
Yep, it's going to be crazy.
Even worse. Yeah, I think everybody's in for a fun ride.
I'll just be happy when Claudette's sitting down in Memphis, safe and sound, and it's finally happening. Because and I want to thank you too, because being a part of the Ameripolitan Awards, it's an honor that Dale Watson started this thing, because there was really no categories for the people putting out the true roots music. That in my mind, it's the true rockabilly country that exists today. And he's not only giving accolades to the people doing it, but also the DJs that are spinning it and everybody in between. So that's, he's got an award for DJs. That's cool. Who does that? Dale Watson. So,
right.
So he's taking his time, and you know how busy his schedule is. Like he said, he's just flying back from Scotland, and that's, to me, so I'm really excited to be a part of it finally. This is really neat. So thank you for that, Kimber.
Yeah. Well, you're very welcome. Thanks for trusting this Southern gal from Memphis, Tennessee with your life and coming down here, because I know a lot of people probably be like, I don't know you. But I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. And my friend Elaine is watching, and she said, "Don't pick on the Arkansas girls." She is our host while you're here. That's where we'll be staying. Is at her house.
Okay. All right. Hi, Elaine. I'm not going to pick on you at all. So you have my
You
word.
shouldn't pick on her. She has a black belt. She has a black belt in karate. She's tough.
I got like 3 black belts. I got a couple brown ones. I got some of them have white on them. That's cool. We can look at that stuff. That's cool. But no.
I think we're gonna have a blast.
Okay. Well,
we're gonna have a blast.
I'm just reading. I'm reading and trying to. I can't. Good thing I'm not chewing.
I'm doing that. I know.
If I was chewing gum, I'd fall down right now. Honestly.
Right. I was like, "Hi, Gary. Hi, everybody." Yeah, we're gonna have a blast, and I think for me, I'm looking forward to having a person to do this with because I'm usually by myself and I'm running around, and it's so hard to catch everybody when it's just one person. But I think between the two of us, we'll be a unstoppable force.
Right. Can we have like microphones, like even if they're fake, we'll put those.
I actually have real.
All right.
Yeah, I have real microphones.
All right. So I didn't know if we'd stick the smartphone inside of a fake microphone.
We're all of that. Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. No, it's going to be cool. I'm just excited. I just hope I don't want to be over everybody like, hey, you know who you are, right? Hey, you guy. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I'm like, hey, how's it going? What's up?
Have you ever seen those like Ellen, the show Ellen, and she sends somebody to cover a show that's like a nobody, and they're so excited. And I have a feeling, I'm not saying we're nobodies because everybody's a somebody,
right?
But I think you and I are going to be that. There's going to be YouTube videos of us. You realize this, right?
Well, one of my goals is to have somebody famous that's there go literally when he's walking away to whoever he's talking to, go, who the beep was that? I want him to say that about me, like, who the hell does that guy think he is? Jesus. Am I supposed to know him or something?
Oh, my God.
I want that to happen. That's my goal.
I think it's really cool. Yeah. I think for us, it's going to be really neat because we're going to be arriving in Claudette. She's a 60 Chevy. What was she again?
Biscayne. It's a Biscayne.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And what's the color? What do you call that color that she is?
Pea shit green.
Is it green?
That's that.
Can I tell you a funny?
Yeah, go ahead. Is your favorite color?
My first car was no, but my first car was a booger green Pontiac Catalina.
Well, it's close. Booger. If you had a really bad cold with the booger, then it would be like a booger, like a light booger green. But it's I bought it. I fell in love with it the first time I saw it. I did. I fell in love with it, and it's it's going to be with me for a long time. But yeah, we're going to be rocking in it. There's no seat belts. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no seat belts. It never had them. So, and the good thing is the dashboard is steel, so that that won't hurt at all if we get in a 5-mile-an-hour accident. But just to give you a heads up on that one.
Are you dressing up rockabilly?
What's that?
Are you dressing rockabilly?
I don't. What the? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I don't.
Think Dell Watson and Brian Setzer combined.
Okay, I get this everywhere, every day. Halloween, I didn't dress up. And I got 2 of the worst, best compliments I've ever got. I walked into a bar that has a Halloween party, and the girl said, "Hey, Elvis, yeah!" I'm like, piss off, dude. Whatever. No, it's me. It's Pat. This is me every day. Well, then the other one was, "Hey, Charlie Sheen," because he always wears the bowling shirts. Like, oh man. So that was my Halloween. So no, I dressing up rockabilly. I do it every day. That's just I'm a blue jeans T-shirt guy. That's what the '50s were. And then when I play in my band, I definitely play the part. But I don't think I'll have the suit, the jacket that I wear sometimes for my big shows. I don't think anyway.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure I dress to match whatever you are dressed like, because we're going to be arriving together, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what we should wear. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But I was just curious how into that you got.
Are you gonna dress rockabilly? That's to me.
No,
that's
I love rockabilly, but I don't have any rockabilly clothes myself. So
it's better just to go as yourself, however you are. That's the best way to go. If you want to spritz it up, that's fine. If you want to go to the 50s pinup style, whatever, but just go as you. That's what I would suggest. And I'll just wear. I don't even know what I'm gonna wear.
I think the car. Yeah, I don't either. I think the car is going to be our perfect accessory.
That's right. If we start feeling out of place, we'll just go stand by it, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, all right, yeah."
Did you ever go to Lansky's while you were here? He's buffering again.
What?
I said, have you ever been to Lansky's? And now your sound is out.
Is it? All right.
There it is. Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay, so you've not been to Lansky's.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, I hear. No, I hear you. You're good.
No, I don't know what Lansky's
I think it's a
is.
connection issue.
All right, I'll back up.
You don't know what Lansky's is?
No.
Lansky Brothers. That's where Elvis bought all of his clothes.
Okay, now I feel like the dipshit. Not. You called me out. I was really cool up until that point. Like, I should have known that. But with my defense, Elvis doesn't know where I get my clothes. We'll rectify that. Okay, let's rectify it.
That's true. So that's it. You've saved yourself.
All right. Well, I'm gonna show you.
You see Jody Feller?
Is Jody on here? Hey.
You see what Jody said?
Yes. I watch you on. See, look, I have the $1 Million Quartet in my living room. Do you have that?
I love it.
Just to let you know.
I love it.
And a Christmas tree.
Listen, I was out at the Lewis Ranch today, and I had a sit-down meeting with Jerry Lee Lewis's son, and we had a conversation about that picture. It was a really cool conversation. I'll tell you about it when you get here.
Okay. I've got a better picture, though. I know.
Yes.
No, not that one. This one right here.
Oh.
This one right here. It's not up yet because if you ever go to a guy's house, it's always just sitting on the floor next to the wall they want to put it up on. But this is how you know that I'm single. This is going to be like my centerpiece. Can you see it?
Yes.
I have it at the Duke. I've got an oil painting of John Wayne that I bought at an antique store because I can. So.
You've got to show the Elvis picture.
Okay. All right. We're all getting a little tour of my home. It's not that big a deal. It's not. It's just. It's an old house. I'm getting there. Hold on. This is where my bass player sleeps when he stays, so he gets to see Elvis every night. This is my from Paris. That's 1970. I think in 1973 is when it actually printed, and the American Pickers got it for me.
How cool! That is awesome. Now, how do you know the American Pickers?
As I just kind of picked my nose there. The American Pickers, actually, I knew them before the show, before they had their show on, and they're from LeClaire, and LeClaire is it's real close to us, but from the bike world, that Chelsea just reminded me that I wasn't single, so I got to throw that out there. Anyway, the bike world is where I know the Pickers from. I used to work on their stuff for them. Before the show, and Dave Ort, he's the appraiser on the show. He's a really close personal friend of mine in the families. So actually, his whole family, Mike Ort, Pete Ort, they all do their own thing. They all have independent businesses. Yeah. One restores motorcycles, one restores boats, and one restores cars. So it's really cool what they do. Okay. But that's how I got to know the Pickers, through Dave Ort And then I'm actually, Frank and I go for rides every once in a while, go for bike rides, but motorcycle rides. We're not pedaling through the park together. But anyway, but Mike's got a house in Nashville, so he's down to Nashville quite a bit.
Okay.
And those guys are so busy. But Mike, when my little brother Mikey was still alive, Mike Wolf from the Pickers came up to the house and sat with him for like 45 minutes just to talk to him and share pictures off his phone with them and stuff. So that's really cool. And Danielle,
wonderful.
Danielle from the Pickers, her dad took my senior pictures. He's a photographer. So that's how I'm connected to the Pickers. And actually,
very small world.
Tara, she's in Nashville now. I don't know. That's one of the Colbys. That's Daniel's sister. She's managing one of the bars down there. She's in charge of the entertainment and stuff or whatever. So she dated Ronnie Crutcher for a little while. So yeah.
Okay.
Small world. Anyway.
Hey, you're watching. It just popped you up as you're watching the show.
I'm watching the show?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I am. I got front row seat.
Well, okay, so my phone is giving me a warning that it's getting overheated. So I guess we will shut this down, but thanks for coming on and saying hello to everybody, and we're looking forward to you coming to Memphis, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
It's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to it, and it's coming up quick. So not this weekend, but next weekend. Bam, we're there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we love the American Pickers. People are commenting on that.
Yeah, I see that. Well, everybody tune in to Pat's show. He'll be back on Sunday at 11, from 11 to 2 on WQUD. You can find it online. Go find Pat, friend him, follow him. He's up in Illinois. He's all over the place, but he'll be here in Memphis coming up on the 11th. So we're going to have a lot of fun with the Pat and Kimber Show.
My brother will be covering for me, my brother Larry, at the radio station. So we'll be calling into him live so we can do shout-outs on the radio up at WQUD on not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. It'll be fun.
Awesome. So. And it's Larry, right?
Yep, Larry. Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, he's probably all over your Facebook and everything. That's my brother.
Okay. Jody, you will get to see us live in Memphis a lot. We're going to be over on my Walking in Memphis page, and we'll be doing a lot of live videos and a lot of live coverage, and we'll be recording a sit-down radio show with Pat while he's here. We'll be talking about Three on the Tree. We'll be talking about all things rockabilly, and who knows what else we'll be talking about. It's going to be a lot of fun. But tomorrow, my show will be back on at noon and 6 p.m. You can find me on speedwayradio.us. Pat always does a great job of doing a shout out for me whenever I'm listening on the show. So
I just saw
tune in for that. But
I saw my boss he's tuned in, Robert. So he's probably listening in from Texas. So just to give a shout out, see, Kimber has a radio show all week long and sometimes 2 times a day. Just a hint. Just want to throw it out there, Robert, if you're listening right now. I think it's a great idea. But.
Well, Pat, thank you so much for coming on. We had a little bit of a technical snafu at the beginning, but we figured it out and we got through it.
Yeah, my smartphone isn't smart. That's what we figured out. So I've had to do this before. So, Kevin Lesniewski, my Polish cousin, truly my Polish cousin, he says I'll be playing Michael Jackson, Chicago, and Bret Michaels the whole show. Do you know what? Maybe, definitely some Michael Jackson. Definitely some Michael Jackson. Chicago's too sappy for me. I love Chicago, but I don't. Yeah, it's too sappy.
Well, while you're here, we're going to do a true Memphis tour, and I'm going to take you to as many Memphis places that Elvis either breathed on or touched or performed at or lived in and ate in, and I'll show you where Baptist Hospital used to be. And all of that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So when you're here, people are going to get the full Pat and Kimber show and the full Elvis experience.
I'm going to try to tumble. I want to try to be a Beale Street tumbler while I'm there. So that's what I'm going to try that out. See how I do.
They are crazy. They are crazy. I'm going to take you over to Levitt Shell as well, and we're going to stand on stage and sing together.
Yeah, is that what this Magnus is asking about? What the Shell is?
I don't know, Magnus. I probably. probably.
Okay.
I think so. I can't remember where Magnus lives. It's another country, but I can't remember where. But Levitt Shell, of course, is where Elvis did his first big show. Jody is asking where you're going to be this weekend. You want to tell everybody again one more time?
Acoustic tomorrow night at Hyde's Inn in Comanche, Iowa. And on Saturday, I'll be at Drink Slingers in Clinton, Iowa.
Awesome.
Sweden.
So y'all go out and Sweden. I knew he was from another country. I couldn't remember where. I should have known by the name. We've had Korea, Sweden, the UK, Scotland, Australia, and a couple other places I can't remember now, and all across the U.S. listening and watching tonight.
All they do is get hungry when I hear other countries listening. I just get hungry. Gary said something about I have to try some kimchi. I'm definitely going to try some kimchi. I've never had it.
I saw that in there. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. If you follow Chong Ho that was on earlier, he posts a lot of food pictures from over there all the time. And some of it looks really good. Some of it kind of scares me. But
I'll eat anything. Just ask anybody. I'll eat anything. That's definitely I'm not prejudiced towards any foods. I'll throw them all down. I don't care. Maybe just once, but I'll definitely try anything for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we're gonna have a great time.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna let you get back out to your shop so you can piddle, as you said earlier, and
pilfer.
I
learned that in North Carolina. Because Holly would call my best friend. He called home because I'm at home with his wife, so he wants to know what the hell I'm doing. He's at work, and she goes, I heard her go, oh, he's just pilfering in the garage. I'm like, what the hell's a garage? And what's a pilfer? It's something you take for a headache, man. So yeah, I learned that means you're not actually doing anything. You're just kind of screwing around. That's what pilfering is. You're just kind of messing around with stuff.
Piddling means the same thing.
Okay. Piddling around here means you got a little wet spot in your pants. You piddle a little bit there.
Well, that too. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks so much for coming on and watching our show. We're going to save this. We're going to put it on all the other pages as well, and we'll share it. And we'll also make it a YouTube video, and it'll be out on my YouTube page. So everybody can follow it and follow our adventure.
You are way better at that than I am. I can tell you that right now.
Well, I'll tell you what. Everybody has their strengths, right?
Mine's pilfering.
There you go.
In the garage.
Yeah. All right, Pat. Well, thank you so much.
All right, Kimber. Thanks for having me, and I look forward to not this weekend, but the following weekend. And it's going to be a great rockin' country time.
Yes, it is. All right. Thanks, everybody. We hope y'all have a great night, and we'll be coming to you soon with the Pat and Kimber Show, covering the 5th Annual Ameripolitan Music Awards and all the events surrounding it. We hope you'll join in. See y'all later.
See ya.